What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Toby.
And I'm Heidi.
And we are on episode
65
of our AMA questions sent to us by our Patreon members. If you would like to check us out on Patreon and you get trade alerts and our portfolio, you can get to see what we're doing in the space. The link is down below. So let's get into it.
Okay, so our question today. I have varied tokens on a few centralized exchanges earning yield in their earn products. In the event of a big downdraft in crypto markets where there may be great risk in these products, what would be the best asset to convert these funds into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, stablecoins? And if so, stablecoins, which ones? It's a good point. Like, for example, Binance has their locked staking or their earned options. And let's say everything starts crashing. It's the end of the bull run and alts are doing what they do, bleeding out like crazy.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
You can get yourself into stable coins. You can, for instance, you can go on to BlockFi and you can get right now it's 8.5% APR on your USDC, which is not too bad. But when the market's crashing, that number will actually go lower because everybody's in cash.
We saw that too. Like in June and July, the rates for BlockFi went down as well, just like the market did. So
sure, yeah, but we wouldn't recommend holding Bitcoin on that because I think you should be owning or holding your own private keys for Bitcoin at all times.
Yeah, if you're gonna hold Bitcoin, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
But also I recently had an interview with Marvin Germo. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, you should. He's based in the Philippines talking about investing. I had an interview with him several months ago. I don't even know how long it's been, at least 6 months, and spoke to him again, and he's diving in. But we talked about this concept of stablecoins and the risks involved with them, just, how the centralized ones at least are formed. And we covered this before in previous AMAs as well, talking about, if the fiat that back them actually hyperinflates, if the companies running the stable coins and achieving that peg breaks and the faith breaks in that stable coin, there are some risks, and especially because now regulators and different governments are highly threatened by stablecoins because they're basically taking the spot of what otherwise people would be using their actual fiat currencies. So a lot of pressure, I think, is going to happen for stablecoins. So there are some risks, relative risks. I don't know how immediate they are at this point. But this concept of where do you put your profits, I think stablecoins are great. And then at least when the bear market is ending and the prices have bottomed and we're entering another accumulation phase, use that dry powder to start accumulating again. And then this time, if you are still paying attention to Bitcoin, even though no one else is talking about it, that's the best time to buy.
That's the most fun time ever.
Yeah.
Not right now. Right now it's great. It's fun. Everybody knows about it. But it is so fun when you understand what you're getting into and you're getting it at rock bottom prices.
Yeah. And who knows what those bottom prices are going to be in this next cycle. But
yeah, exactly.
That dry powder is great for, when you're confronted with buying opportunities. But also, this concept of even just taking your profit from altcoins and going right into Bitcoin, if that's your goal, is to stack more sats, that could be an option as well.
Yeah, just stack sats.
Just stack sats.
Yep. So, a couple of the stable coins that you might want to look into is USDC. So USDC is audited, so that's good. USDT has a lot of different things going around it. Who knows which one's true? I've heard FUD on it since 2017, I think. And it's never come to fruition. So
or the market just doesn't care about it.
The market doesn't care about it anymore. Yeah. And so, you have GUSD, which is Gemini's.
Yeah.
And DAI. What else?
Yeah,
Heidi?
there's the different ones. There's like the centralized stable coins like Tether, USDC, GUSD, where it's like a centralized company runs it. They have an actual bank that they work with to hold the actual reserves or manage the assets that they have that are backing the coins that they're issuing to achieve that peg. Those are the ones that are that will be under the most regulatory pressure, because those are the ones that are centralized, that are bottlenecked, that the regulators can get to, right? Can put pressure on the CEOs, the people who run those companies, or the banks. And then there's the decentralized stable coins like DAI. Also, Luna is a very popular, pretty successful, reaping the benefits of being launched and during a bull run. But
Yeah.
they have stable coins not just for the US dollar, but for the British pound, for the Russian ruble, for a lot of different currencies. So those are great. Those are, going to be more robust and probably thrive if these regulators do start targeting stable coins for real.
Which they will.
Yeah.
They're going to be cracked down really hard, because it is essentially it's competing with not only the US dollar or fiat, but also if they do come out with a digital currency, which they are, it'll be a CBDC, central bank digital currency. It will be competing with a central bank digital currency. But the thing is, central bank digital currencies will not be transparent at all, whereas even the least transparent stable coin out there right now will be much more transparent than any CBDC in the entire world.
That's true. If you thought there was fun about Tether, wait until the central bank digital currency comes out. But yeah, so what are the basic checkpoints that we look for a good stable coin to use? Obviously having to do with the trading pairs, and also the volume, the amount of people that are using this stable coin. Also, it's been pretty popular now with interoperability and different blockchains, is like Tether and USDC. If you're comparing those two, which ones run on the most different networks? Does it run on Ethereum, Tron, maybe Binance chain, the Bitcoin chain? So something to pay attention to as well, just so you can save on transaction fees and still use that coin. And use a different network. Mostly, you can only switch between networks so easily with these coins if you're storing it on a centralized exchange or on a wallet like MetaMask, where you can interact with different blockchains within one interface. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's all we have today. Please like, subscribe, and check us out on our CT Club. And as always, stay disobedient.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.